Now, how about we move on to the Patty Jenkins Amazonians spinoff? Okay. Now, some people are grunting about this a little bit. Okay, and I posted my video about her talking about how Wonder Woman 1984 is not a reboot. It's not doing anything. It's very much a sequel. It's just its own movie. Of course, she has to specify that because people need stuff to be specified and stuff. So she was also talking about, do I have the right page up? Yeah, the Amazonian spinoff. So this is what she had to say right here. She was talking to Total Film. Obviously, you guys saw that new image of Steve Trevor, of course, Chris Pine and Diana Prince and the lovely Gal Gadot. They're in the Middle East. And yes, guys, I saw what Grace said. This is why, guys, just stop. If you don't hate follow and don't have a hate boner for Grace, please. Because I know everybody like watches her and goes, oh my God, here she goes again. I'm like, and then I see Grace's like tweets on my timeline and I'm like, why do you guys do? I can't stand her. Okay. Specifically, I just can't stand her because the way she talks and stuff like that. When she goes, what are we doing? I don't know. Was that a good impression? I think it was. I think that was spot on. I'm not going to tell you what Grace said. Okay. You can go read it, Yes, exactly. When she starts talking about stuff, I just don't pay attention. Or I'm like, just like the John Campias and everything. I don't know. I can't do it. What's going on, Twitch guys? Can Dave make this video in the 30 minutes? Find out. Yeah, no, there's no way I can make these 30 minutes. I try, but I just fucking ramble too much. Okay. It's like these shows are going to be 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. I think you guys are okay with that. But when it comes to like the Grace Randolphs and the John Campias of the world and anybody really, I respect them for building their brand because it's not easy to do. I'm still trying to do that, guys. I mean, they're doing this stuff for a living. I'm not. I still have a day job and I'm now approaching this whole live stuff like big time. Dude. Hey, all right. Just let me know. Hit me up, Fatal J. Cheers, brother. Love you. Yeah, hit me up. I'll show up on your, if you want me to come on your live stream again, I'll definitely do that. Motherfucker. Anyways, I'll always respect anybody who does that. I respect Fatal J. Same thing. I mean, he got Jody on his live stream to debate about everything. I mean, that's pretty good to have a big YouTuber show up on your stuff. Yeah, it's just, that's pretty good. I mean, anybody who's busting their ass trying to like really make a brand, like to promote their brand, to get their brand out there. And I know some people don't like that, but it's like, no, it's just, that's the way it is. When it comes to the entrepreneurial world, you have to like promote your brand. You have to get it out there. It's not easy. It's not an easy job. You don't know how many times I've revamped stuff. Of course, Jay, I love you guys just as much as you loved me. That's really good. Dave does diversity well, better than Collider waiting for. Yeah, exactly. I try. I don't try to do all that, but yeah, I'm all about building a brand, and I respect anybody who does it. Now, do I have to watch them? Do I have to say I like them? No, like I can't stand your Graces and your Johnnies of the world. I don't. That's why I don't watch them. But occasionally I'll see like when they shoot their mouths off in clips on my timeline, and I'm like, good God, I don't even know what's going on with all that. So, but when it comes to the Amazonians, yeah, I know Grace Randolph. Well, what she said today about that Wonder Woman image was it's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you saying that? Don't say that. Just comment on it, and it's gonna be okay. But when it comes to the Amazonian spinoff, like we heard about this, but I think a lot of people were kind of, well, let me read the quote here, because Patty Jenkins is kind of making the point that, yeah, she wants to make Wonder Woman 3, but she doesn't want to really do the spinoff. And she's really hoping not to, but she could see herself falling into it because it's very true, near and dear to her heart. She says right here, I'm not going to nail down a fresh thought about it until this movie comes out because I kind of, oh God. You need the power. God, fucking these sites and their ads that just pop up. Let me start over. I'm not going to nail down a fresh thought about it until this movie comes out, because I kind of want to give myself a palate cleanser and to be fresh of mind. Good. I really hope. This is what I hope. I know Patty Jenkins had that little limited miniseries that I started watching, saw like 2 episodes, thought it was great. Need to fucking watch the rest of it with Chris Pine that was on TNT. Forgot what the series was called, but it took a place back in like, I don't know, 50s, 60s. I really hope she does something else. I want her to make another movie that's not Cape shit, her own movie, something that she wants to do. That's what I always recommend. That's what I always want from these CBM directors. It's like, yeah, get a palate cleanser, have something in between. That's why, like when you look at, I don't know, you look at like Christopher Nolan, he had movies in between, like the Dark Knight movies, like the Prestige. Was Inception in between? I don't know. I know Prestige was in between there somewhere. But they always should do that. It's like, yeah, take a break from the fucking huge behemoth. Did I say that right? The huge thing, because CBMs are just so fucking huge. They're just giants. And it's a lot of pressure. So, hey, make something then that you really want to make that's near and dear to your heart. That's original. We all like originality, right, guys? I'm just saying. And then go back to doing the third one. But then she continues on and says, but yeah, there's an arc that I have in mind for the first movie and the second one, then the Amazon movie, and then the third movie. So she's talking about the ideas, the outline of basically Wonder Woman 1, 2, Amazon movie, and then the third movie. So I guess it's all going to link up together. And then she goes, I'm not going to direct it. Hopefully, I'm going to really try not to. It's not going to be easy, but, and then it says right here, Wonder Woman 84 co-writer and former DC, okay, let's emphasize former DC Entertainment President and Chief Creative Officer Chief Creative Officer Jeff Johns. And I came up with the story and we sold the pitch and we're going to get it going. I'll produce it for sure. So yeah, naturally she's going to be a producer. But yeah, a lot of people are like, fucking Jeff Johns. And I know even people, you guys in the chat were going, fuck Jeff Johns, that damn fucking guy in the ball cap. I know. I get it, guys. I totally understand. I totally understand your grievance. Okay. I'm one of those people that I'm kind of so partial because I respect Jeff Johns as a comic book writer. He has written some of the best comic books in the DC universe. I will give him that. But when I've heard this shady shit from multiple, not just one source, but two, that's where I'm at kind of like, a tug of war, But I mean, notice that former. And a lot of people are like, I guess the DC, like somebody who tweeted when I was asking, what do you guys want me to talk about in tonight's show? What do you guys really want me to talk about? And holy crap, dude, JB, you're fucking awesome, man. I can't believe I have been watching your content for almost 3 years. Wow, geez, that's awesome. I tell my girlfriend I'm going to watch Dave and she knows what I'm talking about. Cheers. Thanks for the hard work. Well, cheers, man. Appreciate it. You're awesome, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate you watching for 3 years, man. And I know some of you guys have been here for a while. Some of you guys are new, and that's what it's all about. And yeah, I'm always going to be here. I ain't giving this up. Like I said, I'm really, what the hell's going on Twitch? I don't know. A lot of emojis, but thank you, JB. You're awesome. I appreciate it. But anyways, yeah, man, I totally get scattered. But yeah, when it comes to Jeff Johns, then I've heard the bad, I've heard the good, and I've heard more bad than good. That's all. I've heard more bad. Tonight I'm just drinking. This is my only glass of wine. Just having a glass of wine. Had some dinner. Had a glass of wine. Maybe a glass and a half. You know me. Anyways, but yeah. So when it comes to Johns, it's like I respect him big time for what he's done in the comic book community. But when it comes to movies, it just seems like he didn't know how to do it, and it seemed like his head got way too big. He's got little man syndrome. Apparently, Jeff Johns is pretty short. That's what I heard. I don't know. Maybe even shorter than me. I don't know. Who knows? I'd like to think that. Anyways. And, when you hear about the stuff that happened on Justice League and everything, and, how he was one of the people that really just, kind of ousted Snyder. But, I mean, he's 5'3". I don't know. I heard he's pretty short. It's pretty crazy. And that could be a problem when it comes to when sometimes these guys get into these positions of power start abusing it, and you almost start wondering about what's going on. But yeah, I'm just going by stuff that I've heard. Dave's mic at it again. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it does that. I don't know. Like I said, I think it might be a StreamYard thing. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, why that happens. So I apologize if it gets louder like that, guys. It's just I'm doing this over live stream. Anything could happen. It could be a StreamYard thing. I don't know. But anyways, I'm not, like I said, Napoleon complex. That's what I was trying to get at there, Chester. But I'm not trying to throw complete shade. I'm not going to try to throw complete shade at Jeff Johns because I still respect the man. I just kind of want, just some of the stuff that I heard, and the fact that my source said that he would never buy a Jeff Johns comic book after what happened with Justice League again, kind of just gives me the idea that the guy, was not so swell. And I think he had in his head that he wanted to be the DC Feige, and it really got into his head. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but he's very much still involved with this, the Amazonians spinoff, obviously, and then obviously the Green Lantern series and the Green Lantern movie. He's going to be like executive producer or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Patty Jenkins is all about the Amazonians spinoff, but she doesn't want to direct it. She wants to just kind of step back and produce it, of course. She has an idea. They worked out an idea, and somebody else is going to take the director's seat and do it. So we'll see what happens with that. It's going to be pretty interesting, especially if it all works together with the three movies, because obviously she's saying she already has an idea for Wonder Woman 3.